Hey, loves, how are you doing? So, I'm coming to you today to ask you, how are you doing in your journey of healing, where you come to the point where you realize you have to forgive? Forgiving means most of the time we understand when we hear the word forgiving is forgiving other people around us. But a lot of times, and when you're going to deeper healing, it comes to a point of where you have to forgive yourself. So this video, we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about how do you feel when you get to the point of forgiving yourself? Do you realize it? Do you understand it? What can you do about it? Why did it even happen? And how to get over and get past it? So let's talk about it. I am your coach, Kim, and I'm here to help you on your healing journey to get to a place where you can feel better about yourself. You can feel more joyful and more at peace in your journey. You can get more relaxed, more joyful as you're going along in life because we've all been through a lot of things. We've all done and we're still going through a lot of things. But it doesn't have to stay that way. It doesn't have to be this way all the time. It can and will get better. And I am here to help you on that journey to get better, to feel better, to do better, to be better, and to have faith, hope, and trust in yourself and in your journey to know that these crazy times don't last long. They don't last forever. They don't. But we do sometimes have to work at doing better at it. We do have to do sometimes put in a different kind of effort in order to get a better outcome. Okay, so let's talk about it. So a lot of times on our journey, we go through things, and it can be for different reasons. We can feel shame, guilt, and regret for things that we've done, but what we don't understand when we were going through these times of feeling shame, guilt, and regret, we accept things or we allow things or we tolerate things in our life because we feel guilty, because we feel shameful, because we regret something. So we'll allow something to happen, and that is a place where we are living out of pain instead of living out of worthiness or knowing or understanding of who we are and what we deserve. And so, excuse me, when you allow and tolerate stuff and you stay in stuff longer than you have to, you tolerate stuff longer than you need to, or that you shouldn't even be tolerating at first, and you just in a place where you don't really understand what's going on. And we can think and we can be in a place where we say, well, yeah, I know better, but I'm still doing it. I know better, but I'm lonely. I know better, but I don't want this to happen. I know better, but I don't want to regret. I know better, but I feel shamed or ashamed about something's going on. I know better, but I'm still doing the same thing. And you cannot, once you come to a place of healing, excuse me, you cannot allow those times to be moments where you beat up on yourself or you don't get past it or um you feel like why stop it, why just keep going through it. But you have to realize that you're at a point now, seeing this video and being in this time in your life, this is your sign and time. That's not it's no You don't need to be there anymore. You don't It's time to move. It's time to stop. It's time to change. Because where you are going, and I say this often in my videos, where you are going is so different from where you are now. So life is ringing a bell. Hello, hello. It's time to change. It's time to become the person that you're meant to be. It's time to become the person you've asked to be. It's time to, excuse me, all this yawning. Okay, so yawning in a spiritual sense that I learned early in my journey. And we usually take yawning as a sign of you're tired. But how many times have you yawned and you're not really tired? How many times have you yawned and say, what am I yawning for? Or you'll get that yawning thing and then your eyes start watering. And it seems like out of nowhere. What you don't understand before, but what you learn to understand in a spiritual sense, in a metaphysically healing sense, is yawning is a sign of release. It's an indication to you that you're letting something go. Excuse me. And I tell you, and there's a ding. It's a confirmation. And I don't yawn like this in videos, and I'm not that tired. So this message is going for someone or some people in particular. This is your video to indicate to you to go ahead and let go. There's a lot to be released. There's a lot to be forgiven. And I know when I started on my journey, I was like, what do I forgive myself for? Like, I can easily find blaming somebody else what I need to forgive them for because they did this and they did that and they made me feel da 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 da. So what do I forgive myself for? What am I doing? What's my part in this? We learn to understand that our part in this is that we allow to be treated a certain way. Or we even behave in a certain way. Like, yes, somebody did something to us, but what do we do to them or somebody else? Like, we do things. We're not perfect. No one's perfect. So it doesn't mean to beat yourself up about what happened. Excuse me, man, some deep healing need to go on with this. Okay, guys, I pray that this, and I set the intention that this video reaches who it needs to reach because there needs to be a big release in this world, in this lifetime, and in this time right now. So when you get this video, you can get this video when I record it, when I upload it. You can get this video a year later, 5 years later, 10, 20, 15 years later. But whatever it is that you receive this video, it is for you. And this is life calling you, asking you to please take the time now to start letting it go. Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to keep holding the regret and the shame and the guilt and all those things inside of you. You don't want to keep holding that on to what you're trying to manifest. You don't want to keep holding that on into who you're trying to become. Because what happens if you become, if you are asking for like millions of dollars, if you're asking for a big contract, if you are asking for a big raise, if you are asking for a deep loving relationship, if you're asking for all these things that you don't have now and that you can feel it's like beyond and bigger than what you can ever dream, but you still want it. Do you understand that if you keep carrying this guilt and shame with you, you start experiencing stuff when you receive those things. Like, life doesn't just change and do a 180. Yeah, a 180. Life doesn't do a 180 and go completely opposite as soon as you get that thing and now you're all of a sudden acting different than what you should be. It don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You have to start forgiving and releasing yourself now, because if you don't, when you receive those things, you will sit in that relationship feeling guilty. You sit in that relationship, start accepting things that you should not have accepted before. You start dealing with things in that relationship you shouldn't be dealing with. Like, you bring energy into those things. When you start getting that raise, you feel like you don't deserve it, or you'll give stuff back, or you try to you'll oh, that's okay, I don't deserve it, it's not worthy. You can do whatever. You accept things from a new boss. When you get a contract, you'll be like, oh, I don't need that much money, I just take a little bit. Like, you act like you're not deserving of getting more than you need to because you have guilt and shame for something that happened before. No. And when you get this piles and piles of money, you go spending it frivolously, whatever, because you feel like, oh, I feel too guilty to keep it all. Oh, I regret not doing this, so I'm going to give it away. And no, you have to learn to heal and release those things now, so that when your manifestation comes, when your success comes, when your successful business comes, when your successful contract come, when your successful raise come, when you get the money, when you get the relationship, when you get all that you're asking for, that stuff needs to be gone so that you can live happily and freely the way you're supposed to when you receive it, so that you can be who you need to be at that time and not carrying on energy from the past. Let it go. Now's your time to release it. Let it go. Let it be. Let your healing begin and or let it continue. This is your sign and signal that this is the time to release it. So, if you have guilt, shame, disappointment, hurting, hatred, regret, all that stuff. Time to deal with it, babe. And if you've allowed or tolerated or stayed in something before you knew or realized what you were doing and that you didn't need to do it anymore, it's time to release it. It's time to stop it. It's time to change it. And if you have been accepting things because you're lonely or you're hurting or you're trying to survive or you're trying to get along in life, you're trying to get through it, you think this is the way it's supposed to happen, or you think this is what's happened before, or this is the way it's always been. Like that's may have been true at one time, but this is where you start hearing that phrase, let go of what no longer serves you. This is what life is talking about. You may have heard the phrase. You may have been getting signals and messages. Let go of what no longer serves you. Release what no longer serves you. And if you were like me in the beginning of my journey, I'm like, what the? And when I tell you, I used to get so pissed. What the heck do y'all mean? And by y'all, I mean the heavenly realm, God, the universe, angels, whoever I was trusting in my spiritual guidance to lead me on this path to get to a better me. What do you mean? Like, what am I supposed to let go? What in the world are you talking about? Are you talking about let a person go? Are you talking about let a thing go? Like, what are you talking about? But never brought it around to the emotional state. Never brought it around to the energies and the beliefs and the habits that I have been doing. Like you got to release everything that's associated with that. Everything that you feel guilty about. Guilty actions, guilty thoughts, guilty behaviors, guilty whatever, guilty words, guilty feelings, guilty situations, whatever. Everything that encumbers guilt, let it go. Like I said, not just guilt, but all that stuff. And you can look up negative emotions. As a matter of fact, I have a journal that I created with this stuff in it. But regardless, there's a list of emotions. You can look it up. You can Google it. Negative this list. Google negative emotions. Look at that list, and all those things on there. If you're like me, you almost 100% of it, at least like 98, 99% of it, you can feel not guilty of, but you can identify that, yeah, I've had that feeling. And don't overwhelm yourself and try to do everything at one time. It's no, your nervous system is not made for that. Your nervous system won't be able to handle just trying to do too much. And because we can try to do too much, trying to purge all this stuff so we can hurry up and get to where we're going. No, it's not. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. But don't take too much time, but take the time you need. But regardless, take the time. Um, because your life is calling for it now. Your life is ready to move you and push you forward to somewhere else, some new level, some new, yeah. And like that dog is barking at you. It's at your heels, trying to push you, push you, push you. It's not trying to push too hard because you still have your own personal will to do whatever you want to do. You don't have to do this. You have the will to be like, I don't feel like dealing with it, and not, and you don't. But however, if you don't, you possibly are prolonging something. But I don't mean to do the opposite and rush it because there's no rushing this thing. But also give yourself grace. As you are forgiving yourself, give yourself grace. What do I mean by grace? Um, Accepting who you are, forgiving yourself who you are, tolerating it, and saying, you know what, I didn't know better. I was in pain and I did not know. I did not know that needed to. I didn't understand that dropping it means I can love myself more. I didn't understand that not letting that happen can allow myself to let something better happen. I didn't understand that if I let this go, better can come behind it and after it. I didn't know that tolerating this meant I didn't love myself. I didn't know that going through this and letting this happen and be prolonged and feeling this guilt, I didn't know that all this stuff means that I wasn't loving myself. So now that you are becoming aware, and now that you know, and now that you're learning, let it go, because this is the important part. The most important part is that you're healing. The most important part is that you're now acknowledging it and running through it and releasing it one by one, little by little, as you're guided to do, and let it go. As you do this, if you sit down and do a practice, make sure you drink water, because water releases the energy, helps it rinse the energy out of your system. And make sure that as you're talking and releasing it, it rinses out so it can go. Because it's nothing like, because if you don't, it's like you are talking up or bringing it up, and you are loosening up the soil, but the soil is still sitting there. You got to run water to release it out your system. You know what I'm saying? I hope that visual can help you out, because it's like a whole bunch of gunk in there. And by you talking about the gunk and doing it, you're softening it up, and you're opening it up, and you're shaking it and loosening it up so it can be ready to be released. But you don't actually release it out your body until you drink water, or you do breath work, or you something just to energetically just force it out of your body. You have to energetically force it out of your body. You can do that through water or breathing. It's one of the two best ones you can do. Some practices you can do to help you to release and forgive yourself. Two of them. One of my favorites is what I call the Ho'oponopono. Look it up on YouTube. Ho'oponopono is a prayer that comes from Hawaii. There's a long story behind it, but the bottom line of it, that's one of my most powerful tools that I still use now. Because there's 4 phrases: I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Now, they're said in different ways, in different times, in different arrangements, and all different order and all that kind of stuff. But the basis of it is you becoming aware of what happened, you forgiving yourself for what happened. Thank you for allowing me to, at this time, now have a new understanding of what happened. And I love you. I love you for your patience and your forgiveness. Now, it doesn't mean what I'm saying exactly, but this is part of what that is. If you look, like I said, if you look it up, there's hundreds of videos on it, but they're all helpful. And trust the process. Trust the process, go through this and let it go. The second way you can do it is through scripting. Scripting out and journaling it out to release it and let it go. So I would suggest to you that stop blaming yourself. Stop blaming yourself and just forgive. Don't allow yourself any longer to make yourself feel any more guilty or any more shame or any more anything else for what you have done before, because you did not know, you did not understand, or you were hurting, or you were just trying to survive, or you weren't who you are and where you are now. So that's okay. That's now the past. Your present is now the healing part. Your present is now okay. So ask yourself, okay, so first, go get a pen or a pencil and a piece of paper. If you can't do it right this second, please come back to this video. You can mark where we are in this video. If I can remember to probably put a timestamp on it, I'll try to put a timestamp on this if I can. But come back to this point and do this exercise for yourself, okay? So with your pencil or pen and paper, ask yourself, what are you ready to forgive yourself for? What are you ready to forgive yourself for today? If you have to take a second to think about it, think about it. But if it already come up in your mind real quick, go ahead and write it down. And it can be several things. Just go ahead and write it out. You don't have to write out the full story of what you're forgiving. Just what do you want to forgive yourself for? I want to forgive myself for the hatred, for the shame, for the neglect, for the hurt. Forgive myself for the tolerating. Forgive myself for not letting it go. Forgive myself. Just write down all the things. Write down as much as you can. Just keep writing. Just keep writing. Just keep writing. And when you finish with all the things, then if you want to, if you have time to, start writing down, associating afterward. I forgive myself for anger. I forgive myself when I got angry for this and angry about that. And when I was angry for this, I just put everything out that's come up in your energy field, in your awareness, to forgive at this time and write all of it out. Keep going till you can't go anymore. Trust me when I tell you, when you finish with this exercise, you will be tired. And you'll be tired because there's a huge energy not releasing yet, a huge energy rumbling, like you shuffling up papers, like you're mixing stuff up. You're bringing, you've it's friction. You've brought awareness up into your now your conscious mind, and it's going to throw your energy levels on a loop because your energy is used to just dealing with it, just letting go, just letting it be what it is. Oh, it's what we've done, always done. So we're used to this and just let it. But you're telling your body, you're telling your energy, no, we're not accepting this anymore. We're changing. So it's gonna fight back. It's gonna fight back. It's gonna fight back by the situation trying to happen. It's gonna fight back by telling you, oh, don't feel this way. Oh, don't feel guilty. Oh, you don't have time. Oh, you don't want to. Oh, you really don't have to feel guilty about it. It's gonna do a whole bunch of things. But ignore those things as best you can and keep pushing forward and keep pushing forward and keep pushing forward and do this exercise. So write this question down, write down your answers, and just let it keep going. When you're finished, when your body and your mind have told you truly, not when guilt has told you, not when neglect or shame has told you, when you really feel like your intuition says, let it go. It's okay for now. We've written all we can for now. We're tired. We need to chill out for a second. Excuse me, and continue later. Put the paper down, put the pen and pencil down, and breathe. If you can take 5 breaths, it can be short and quick. And feel yourself blow out everything that feels negative after that. Blow out everything that feels like it's heavy and needs to go. Blow out just the whatever it needs to just be released. Just do that 5 times. Drink some water and take a nap if you can. If you can't take a nap right now, as soon as you finish, take a nap sooner than that. And when you go to bed, if you're going to bed, if you have to work the next day, trust me, you may want to go to bed early. You may want to give yourself time because your body is going to be reaching for a rest. Your body is going to be reaching to be able to reset itself. And you need to give it time. If you don't give it up time, you may wake up cranky. You may wake up late. You may wake up a whole bunch of kind of ways. So if you can't go to bed early, if you're hearing this and doing this in enough time before that you can allow this, please allow it. And please understand what your body is going through, what's going on with you, okay? I feel like I'm not covering everything in this video because I feel like there's so much more that can be covered and could possibly be covered. So if I haven't touched on something or if I've said something that you have a question about, please leave your questions, comments, or concerns below. Let me know what you think, feel, or need, and I will respond to you. And if I can't respond to you and just in a quick note, I will make another video about it and I will tag you or I will give you notification in your comment. Check out this video. This answers your question and I will answer your question that way, depending on, what's needed, how much time needed. But I intend that this video is your confirmation that it's time to move forward. It's time to let some things go because your life is trying to move you into a beautiful place. But it can't move you with all this baggage still within your energy field. You have to start letting it go. You have to let it go. You can't come to having a beautiful experience still feeling negative about something that's no longer existing anymore. About something that happened a while ago. Even if it happened yesterday. Something that already happened and is gone and done. Move forward. Move forward. My mind, okay, see, the phone said move. My mind came up with another message just now saying don't do something and don't rush it. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, trust that this message is for you. Trust that this message needs to be done for you at this time. If you have, like, again, if you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, please just list them in the link. List them in the comments below. Oh my goodness. Don't be confused about this because my mind is going to confusion. So I'm telling you, don't be confused about this. Don't allow yourself to be confused. Don't allow your conscious mind to try to keep you where you are because that's not where you belong. You belong and you deserve to be happy and peaceful and joyful and looking forward to the next day and looking forward to the mornings and all this good stuff. Yeah, so that's it. That's it. And I wish the best for you guys. I'm so glad you came to listen to this video. If you like this kind of content and you're looking for more of this kind of content, come back, watch more videos, subscribe to the channel. If you have if you put a question down below and I can't answer it in a thing, hit the bell button so that you can be notified when I do answer your question if I can't do a quick question below. All right. And with everything in this healing journey, I wish you the best because it's not easy, but it does get better. But it gets better when we are positive about the effort we put in and we follow our intuition. We put those efforts in, and it just the load lightens. All right, so trust the process, baby. Trust the process. And until the next video that I see you in love, light, and healing, stay blessed.